Look at the top end speed of that, it's terrifying. Oh, hello, he's got out of the way quickly. Wasn't expecting that, but the Mazda's completely outbroke himself and creamed into him. The guy in fourth has crashed as well. It's all kicking off here. And we move up past Boy from flat 11. We'll jump in the slipstream with this Mazda, but it's to no avail. He's going to absolutely fuck off into the distance along this straight. Well, hello everyone and welcome to a slightly different video. My channel predominantly focuses on live streams rather than uploads, but I thought I'd do an upload today, and this will be the reset, if you like, the new week of daily races on GT Sport. One race has already taken place, so if we look at the top 10 stars, 316 down to 321. As you can see, we're at the Circuit de la Sarthe and we are in the Group 1 cars, the LMp1 cars, if you so wish. This is a 6-lap event where you have to run both the hard and the medium compound tyres. Just under 8 minutes until we go to the grid for what will be my first race. We'll make the change onto the medium tyres because I reckon we've got time for definitely one, maybe two qualifying runs to get ourselves in the grid. I don't want to be starting at the back for this because the field really does spread out. So I want to be starting closer to the front as possible. So this should be an interesting few races. Don't know how many I'll do. Might do a few more during the week and then do some sort of big upload and have like highlights of like 5 or 6 races in a row. I decided to go this way rather than do a live stream. Hopefully you wonderful guys and girls don't seem to mind. So we'll get out on track now. We'll do a couple of laps and hopefully we can secure a decent spot on the grid. So here we are then. I did 2 laps, but the second one didn't count. Unfortunately, I ran wide at the final corner and sort of crossed the line off the track. So I've done a 3:26, 1:35. The second lap was 1.8 seconds up, so that's a 1:24.3, which would have kept me in 5th place, but it's good to be at the front of the field. You don't want to be at the back of one of these because the field spread is so large. Drivers I know in here, Jindra down in 19th. I've had plenty of races with him before. So driving options, we're going to start on the hard tyres because you have to do the hards and the mediums according to the tyre requirements you can see there, which could be quite interesting. We'll probably do 2 laps, I reckon, and then we'll jump in and go onto the medium tyres. No real objectives, just have strong races. Here we go then. For the first race, starting in P5. Nice boost from the hybrid system there. Take it easy into the first couple of corners. We did our qualifying runs in the mediums, we're on the hards now. Now am I going to get the nice slipstream here? Gaining, stalling. Got an Audi behind me as well. Ah, we spun it. Come on, amateur mistake. Going well so far. Started 5th, already 9th. Oh, he's off the circuit. Whee! See you later. I'm really struggling with that second chicane. Granted, it's the first race and it's only the second time I've been through there, but I know that, well, put it this way, this isn't the first time that Daily Race C has been these cars at their circuit for this distance. I know how to drive these cars, so I've got to get that right. Whoa, That was tricky. Someone's definitely going to punt it into the wall there. Okay, medium tyres selected. Hard tyres off, mediums on, Bridgestone Pedenzas. 4 laps left to go. Out in P15 now. It's Ginger, of all people. He really hasn't had a good race. Started 19th, he's only 17th. This is a guy I've raced with for several years now. He's absolutely going to try it. And again, that second chicane. What is wrong with me? Well, looks like someone's crashed into the pit lane there. Oh, dearie me. Oh, that was always going to happen. I think it's a late addition, that is. It never used to have a wall there. Yeah, almost caught me out. Someone has absolutely ploughed into it. So, halfway through the race now, lap 4 of 6. We're in 16th. There's still quite a few people ahead of us, I hope, that haven't made a pit stop yet. So we were in P6, but we've had a bit of a half spin at the second chicane again, and a half-second slowdown penalty. And that's going to be a penalty as well for cutting that corner. I absolutely know it. Cut Tetra Rouge, it will be a half-second penalty. No, we've managed to get away with it. Okay, that's a surprise. The penalty system is still a bit crap on this game, even with the recent update. That is just embarrassing. Wow, what a first race this is turning out to be. We'll come away with this with a P9, which is not ideal. Starting 5th. And that might very well be a time penalty for that. Now, does anyone ahead fail to adhere to the tyre rules and have to pit for 2 different compounds? That's the only thing that's going to save us from a P9 finish at this point. We don't get a time penalty for yeeting across the curb. When you come across the line, it is P9. Everyone adhere to the rule, which is good, but also bad at the same time. So, first race down, started in 5th, finished in 9th. We lost, I think, about 14 or 15 seconds with a couple of spins I had, which would have put me around about 5th or 6th. Ginger had a good race, starting from 19th up into 6th. So yeah, we'll move on now to race 2, and hopefully we can put in a slightly better performance. So here we are then. Almost 40 seconds left of the warm-up, and my second lap has counted a 3:24.386, and it's put me in this split for this lobby on pole position, which is absolutely terrifying and not what I expected. A full BS rated lobby, with 11 of the 19 drivers having set lap times, a guy in 13th. A UK driver, no quali pleb, has indeed not qualified. So it's quite close between the top 4, just half a second in it. Yeah. Don't know if I'll be able to keep P1. We'll give it a go. So yeah, didn't expect to be in pole position for the second race, but we'll give it our best. We'll give it a good old college try. So here we go then. Really didn't expect to be P1. It's a straight line start for us. There's quite a few Toyotas around us as well. And immediately we'll be under pressure going into turn 1 and 2. Held it for now. Can we get the second chicane right? We can, not bad. This is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me. I'm gonna lose the lead here. Drifter Man from Germany takes the lead. Going third at a penalty as well. It looks like the top three have broke away here. So I'm not out of this. So back out of the pit lane. And I've been punted from the guy behind. That's fucking bullshit, man. Really? Oh, and I've been reset to track. GG, mate. Well done. Well done for not knowing how to position your car. That's probably cost me the win now, because now look, I'm stuffed in traffic. Oh, and then you brake in front of me, and I'll get a time penalty as well. Well, we can kiss the race win goodbye, because someone doesn't know how to, you know, brake. So we come across the line, start lap 4-6 with P11 now. I really have no idea at this point who ahead needs to make a pit stop or not. It's all about damage limitation at this point. We started in pole. And here we are in 11th. Make that 10th. Alongside a Russian here. Don't squeeze me, you fucking virgin! Because that's what happens. This guy has the time penalty ahead of me in P8. We'll sneak past him. Okay, coming across the line then. Start the final lap. We're P6 at the moment. There is someone in the pits. And I've been catching this guy in 5th ahead of me quite nicely. Just on our best lap. 35.5, which is well, 25.5 I should say, which is just over a second, 1.2 seconds away from the fastest guy. So we had pace. This is a shame that the incident and the penalty pushes back. Purple in the first split. So we'll try and hunt down this Spanish guy now, get in his slipstream, try and claim the top 5 here. Not what I wanted though from pole. It would have been difficult to have won. A couple of guys were quite quick behind me. We were less than 6 seconds away from first. That's how close it was. Both twitchy on exit. Thank you very much. If I can stay ahead on the run into Indianapolis, which is just up here, I should be P5. Dude's right on my arse, he's not going to let me go. Flashing his lights. Don't try it, don't try it, don't try it. Oh, he has. Ah. I can respect that. I can respect that. Fair play, fair play. I didn't think he would, but he did. We kept it clean. But P6 from starting in pole. I mean, we're 8.2 off the win. 8.2 seconds away from the win. And we lost, I reckon, probably that. You know, being punted up the arse coming out of the pits. We lost several seconds in the gravel. And then with the slowdown penalty as well. It's only half a second, but it's over a second once you factor in speed up time again. We would have been up there. We would have been up there. No quali pleb finishes second. Fair play to him. So we'll move on to the third race now. And hopefully, I don't know if we'll be polled again. More and more people will be coming online at this point. Hopefully we can start towards the front and have a better race. Okay, so here we are then for the third race. We're down in P4 now. Quicker and quicker guys are starting to come on. So our 324.3 is just 6 tenths slower than the Italian on pole. Again, only 10 of the 18 drivers have bothered to set a lap time, so some of the guys towards the back of the field could be quicker than me. We're still BS rated driver, that's all fine, and we're going to be starting in the hard tyres, and I think that we will be pitting at the end of lap 1. We're going to do it, we're going to jump in the pit as soon as possible, jump on the medium tyres because they can certainly do the distance, and hopefully we can crawl back through the positions as the race goes on. So we go then. Unfortunately, I think it's going to start as... Oh no, be outside of a chicane, so that's good. Straight in the car. Good, good, good. Why are you turning into me? I don't know. Here we go then. Oh, just about made it. Slit the medium tyres. Oh no, we're not. 2 other people pitted. Okay, give it a few corners, get the medium tyres up to temperature. Now push on. Who's in a comfortable third. Before I stop. And then he spins and plants it in the wall. A few people have already quit this race. We're down to 15. We sit P12. Pit stops are looming for the cars in the front though. Okay, quite a lot of people in the pits now. 7th as we cross the line, and we're going to stay in 7th once they start to leave the pits. We do. There must be more ahead of us that have yet to stop. Yellow flag ahead. Oh, 5th and 6th have had a crash. Promoted up into P5. P4 had a time penalty as well by the looks of it because all of a sudden they've appeared. Which is good for us. We've got an opportunity for a podium here still. P4 has a time penalty and decides to pit. Same as P3. Into lap 5 of 6 then. Top 2 I don't think have stopped yet. We're trading sector times with the leader. 21 seconds behind the guy in second. I honestly don't know how long a pit stop is here, or that could be a time penalty if the game decides to be an arsehole. No, we're good. Push on. Oh, I got that wrong. I got that wrong. Oh, come on. That was so harsh. Oh, and I got that wrong for the final chicane as well. We're in third at the moment. Where's this German? Still behind us. Ah, it could have been a P2. And I've outbraked myself. Oh, this is just... No, come on! Fucking hell! I have noticed though that there's a lot of Germans inside the top, isn't it? 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. All German nationals apparently. And they usually are. The game sort of asks you to put in your own personal details in terms of, you know, actual online championships and live events and prizes and prize money, that sort of thing. So pretty much everyone on here, if they've got an Italian flag next to them, or a German flag, or a North Korean flag, that is literally where they are from. So yeah, a lot of Germans inside the top 8 here. We're going to try and hold on to this P3. Guy behind, I think, has a time penalty. As the medium tyres start to slip, indeed he does. So we should be safe from any sort of attack from behind. P2 was on. Just very frustrating that. All my own mistakes. All my own mistakes. So final chicane to end race 3. Hold on to LMp1's. And we pick up a podium position with P3, which is decent compared to how the race started. But yeah, we could have been second there. Although in hindsight, the Italian there, El Circo, whatever his name is, he was a lot quicker than us. So yeah, I'll take a P3. Oh, the guy in 7th didn't stop. He's going to tumble down the order. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the daily races. We probably might do another one, day 3 going into Wednesday. A couple of races from yesterday and a couple today as well, or little highlights anyway of each of them. Try and make it a bit of a long episode, just see how the progress goes and the competitive side of it. Now into the second day, more and more people have been on the game in the last 24 hours. And they put in their respective lap times. So you can see there, it's a field of 19 cars, 18 have set a lap time. We're in 7th, so still quite nicely high up the order. A 22.1 is the fastest in this split, a 27.8 is the slowest, so 5.5 seconds. And if you just look here, you can see the 787B is now starting to flex a little bit. It is predominantly the quickest car in qualifying. In the race, however, not so much. So this is the first race on the Tuesday. Let's hope that we can have some good results. So starting from P7, in the second day's lot of races, it's the same car, same livery, same strategy for the first race. We're starting the hard tyres, pitting in the lap 1, going to the mediums. For the second race, I might do the opposite. Not ideal, they're starting inside the chicane. But away we go, we'll boost away from the Mazda behind. There's quite a few 787s on the grid. We'll boost away from out the acceleration zones, but along the long straights is where they really come into their own. First few corners always a little bit tricky. Waiting for the temps to come up. So far we're doing alright. Here comes that Mazda. Look at the top end speed of that, it's terrifying. Oh hello, he's got out of the way quickly. Wasn't expecting that, but the Mazda's completely outbroke himself and creamed into him. The guy in 4th has crashed as well. It's all kicking off here. And we move up past Boy from flat 11. We'll jump in the slipstream with this Mazda, but it's to no avail. He's going to absolutely fuck off into the distance along this straight. We can go really long in this 5th gear, by the way. It's something I've just worked out. That helps us out a little bit. We're up to 5th though. Here comes another Mazda though. Well, you drive a car from the 90s, mate. It's going to have 90s brakes. Okay, the guy in 3rd has a time penalty. Won't worry about that though. We're coming into the pits. Here we go. On to the mediums then. Probably rejoin towards the back. That's fine, and we can pick up the places again. Okay, yeah, and P14. The others behind did the same strategy. Get off the hard tyres that you're in lap 1. What can we do from here? So not a bad lap there. At the pits. Pulled away from the guy behind. We're up to P12 now. 2 more people in the pits. And we're catching up with a couple of others ahead of us as well, but we've yet to make a pit stop. So we were, I think, 5th, weren't we? When we made a pit stop. That's the target, to be 5th when everything's all shaken out. We're behind a bit of traffic here. We'll nip round the outside of both of them. The Mazda will get me back though. Man, you can go super long here in 5th gear. Look at this, all the way up into the 190s. Oh, the Mazda's out of control. He's off the circuit. See you later, fella. That's an easy position. Thank you very much. Into the top 10 then. As we start lap 4, we're now up into P8. So we come across the line at start lap 5. The highlights have pretty much been just us going across the line. Down to 6. New fastest lap as well. We really are in the zone here. Didn't expect to set the new fastest lap. Thought maybe I'll be in the 26s. Not a dead 25 though. So that's nice. P6. 22 seconds behind the leader, who I believe has yet to stop. And we're up behind El Cova in the Mazda, who I believe was around us anyway before our pit stop. So it's going quite well so far. And we've got 2 Mazdas and one of them's putting the other one into the wall. So it's getting a bit messy between these 2. A Spanish and Italian. They're hotheads in nature. And they're hitting each other into the wall. This is going to end in disaster. I want no part of this. Are they still hitting each other? I believe they are. They're having their own personal little battle. That's fine. I'll take P4 and fuck off. All a bit unnecessary, really. You don't really see a lot of that in GT Sport, to be honest with you. But clearly they've had a run-in early on in this race. And neither of them have forgot about it. That's fine. I'll take P4. Okay, the guys in 1st and 2nd are in the pits. And the guy in 3rd as well. There's a possibility of getting on the podium here. We immediately jump to 1st. That will come down as the cars exit the pits. Into the final lap. And we're going to stay 1st. We are. We're going to stay 1st. We've taken the lead. I have absolutely no idea how we've managed to pull that off. Nearly 5 seconds to the good as well. Okay, I didn't expect that. We're in the lead of this race into the final lap. Nearly 5.5 seconds over the guy in 2nd. We must have just had some unbelievable middle parts of this race. Well, we set the fastest lap, that'll tell you something. But I wouldn't have expected to be in the lead by some distance. Literally done nothing wrong in this race. So all we got to do now is just gun it, go, and pick up the W. Which is unexpected, but my God, I'll take it. So coming up then to the Indianapolis section, the gap is still around 5.5 seconds, but I am going to take it slightly easy now. We've got a massive lead, you know, in a 6-lap race around here, 5+ second gap is a massive lead, so we're just going to ease it around these final few corners. Last thing I want now is a dumb penalty or an accident. I'll spin off now, I will lose it. And all we've got now is the final couple of chicanes. And it'll be an unlikely win from P7 on the grid. But that's why there was no highlights during the race, really. Just me crossing the line every lap, telling you the position. We was on our own. We was able to not gamble, but absolutely push in clean air with the fastest lap, and that's what we've done, beating out the Mazdas and the R18 boy from flat 11, who takes P3 at the line, and he pitted on the first lap with us. So that's the strategy really. Pit early, and look at that, we've won the first race. Okay then, here we are then for the second race on Tuesday. We're in P8 out of 19. 17 people have set lap times. A bit more of a field spread, about 9 seconds separates the 17 drivers that have set a lap time. But we're back in position. So there's a few more quicker guys in here. If we look at the cars as well that's selected, 787B locks out the front row. Quite a few Toyota hybrids up the front there. We've got a Sauber Mercedes, first time I've seen that in 10th. A couple of R18, Audi R18s behind me. And then we've got a couple of Peugeot cars, a Vision Gran Turismo car in 17th, and another hybrid back in 19th, and a Mazda in 18th as well. So a good mix of cars, could be quite interesting. Being around Toyotas isn't ideal because we'll all be boosting with our hybrid system at the same time, at the same corners. But again, we'll go with the hard tyres. I was going to mix it up, but we had some promising success, I should say, in the first race of the day. Starting on the hards, picking up being a lap 1. So we'll do exactly the same again. Hopefully we'll be in clean air in the middle part of the race like we were. Churn out some super competitive lap times. And hopefully, I don't think we might take another win. But we've got top 5 possibly, but it all depends on keeping it clean in the first lap. Here we go then. Always tricky starting in the middle of them chicanes. You want to be really at the back of the field, at the very front for that. Toyota's very twitchy in the first few corners. Sorts yourself out really by probably the first chicane on a Mulsanne. Got a Mazda running wide here. This is going to prove an issue. Can slot past. And then the one in front just absolutely disappears. Leaves me for chips. And that second Mazda in the background will be a problem. We will catch us along this straight somewhere. Maybe not here before the first chicane, but certainly before the second. The drag race here with the LMp Racing Toyota alongside me. 2 people ahead have penalties, although very small. We've got a Mazda back there as well, trying to fight its way back through the traffic. Going long in the 5th gear here. We're both picking up a little bit of slipstream, but the LMp's managed to slightly get ahead. What's going to happen up here though? We've got a car running wide. I'm bouncing over the curb. Full 5th, 6th and 7th all together. Full send. And we get a time penalty for it. Okay, we'll serve our penalty in a few seconds. We've got over a second gap that might just help us. I'm not too sure. But we're coming into the pits anyway, so it don't really matter too much. Car front's following us in as well. Well, car front, I should say, is coming in, and we've got a few behind as well. That makes sense. This seems to be the strategy to go for. Start on the hards, pit for the mediums. Everyone else seems to be doing the same as well. Okay, coming back out in P13, so quite a few people pitted. Now onto the favourable medium tyres. Got a gap behind, a couple of seconds. We've got a Qatari ahead of us. Now we are in the EMEA region of Gran Turismo, which pairs us with European, Middle Eastern and African drivers. But it is rare to come across Middle Easterns. But we've got one ahead of us, the Qatari, so he's representing his nation. P12 we are. I swear he was 13, but never mind. Maybe someone's left. Take a top 5 as possible. He was in the top 5 when he pitted. Just got to keep pushing now. I'm always purple in Sector 1. Or the first split. Always purple. I'm so quick and good around there. So the rest of the lap lets me down. Anyway, P10, lap 3 of 6. There's 3 cars just ahead of me. So I am looking at 7th, although the guy in 8th for Qatari, I'm pretty sure he pitted at the end of lap 1. Let's see how this plays out. It's a double overtake. The Qatari takes his penalty. We managed to slip past the Peugeot as well, who's going to come back at me here. And wisely he decides discretion is a better part of valour. Doesn't go for the move into Indianapolis, which is a bit suicidal. Still purple this lap. Still pushing hard. Oh yeah, easy. 25.7. Not as good as the one we did in the first race of the day, 25.0, but still good though. And that'll be on the Mazda then, which is the battle for P7. Oh, the Mazda's run out of road. Left is braking way too late. That's an easy P7 for us. Clear behind by over 3 seconds now. Don't know how many cars ahead of us need to pit, but if they all need to pit, we will take the lead. Okay, we're up to P4 at the moment. Are we going to stay in P4 once we come out of pit exit? We are. This is looking good. God, don't change lanes like that. Jesus Christ, if you know I'm going to boost out the corner and beat you to it, just stick to your lane, my friend. P3. But that won't be for long, I don't think. He's going to get me before the kink. I'll hang left. No, he's going to sit up my arse instead, which I don't really like. Maybe he knows that I'm the superior car through this section. Well, the leader's in. Just waiting for P2 then to flash up. Indeed, he's in as well. So we don't cock it up through this chicane. We'll come into pretty much carbon copy of the final, the second race. Oh, we've hit the curb there. Don't give me a penalty for that. Go in the lead. Comfortably in the lead. I don't get a penalty either. Oh, I've got this race nailed down now. I know exactly what I'm doing. Fastest lap as well. It's all coming up Alex at the moment. So at the Indianapolis section, and on the final lap we are now have an over 10-second lead, nearly 11 seconds. As we come into the final couple of chicanes. 2 wins from 2 from positions that you wouldn't have expected to win. Oh, I've got this race nailed down. And the fastest lap as well. 2 from 2, not bad. And my race time, I think if you look back at the end of the first race, we did a race time of 21.19. This was a 21.20. I'm pretty sure that our first race total race time was 21 minutes 19 seconds. You'd have to look back on that. But if that's the case, that is consistency. To do 2 races like that and have a second between the total finishing times, that is bang on consistency, that. But yeah, happy days. Well, a few people having a go at each other in the comment section on the left hand side. You can say no one said well done to me, which I'm very disappointed about because I pretty much dominated that race. Look at that. 12.2 seconds over the guy in second. Everyone else behind was only a couple of seconds in it, sometimes even less. But I think that's a good way to end this episode. There'll be obviously a few races that you would have already seen for Monday where things went okay but not great, and then today we've just absolutely turned up with our big dick energy and just absolutely shown people what they are for. I might do another race after as well, off camera, just for myself, just to see if I can keep the run going. But yeah, there we go. And instead of a live stream from these events that I usually do on just a Monday, I thought I'd do a few races on a Monday, a few on a Tuesday as well, and see how the competition goes as it goes forward. But I might stick to this off camera during the course of the week. Someone says congratulations, Francisco Chavez. So Where was thank you? Where's thank you? Where's thank you? Thank you very much. Yes, so yeah, that'll be the end for this then. The next live, the next sort of, I should say, appearance from me, I should say, will be this Saturday with the first sprint race weekend on the Campionato Corsa Libre League on Assetto Corsa. That will be at Laguna Seca. It'll be a practice session, and then I believe more and more details are being released to us as the week goes on, but I think it's a practice session, a 5-minute hot lap session, so you get basically a one-shot qualifying, 30-minute race, 5-minute hot lap session, and then another 30-minute race. So that should be quite exciting to do. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for that live stream on Saturday in a few days' time.